electric is a flavor of the season, and if the numbers are anything to go by, SUVs is something that's loved by a lot of us Indians. Well, today there's a new electric SUV in town in the form of the Volvo C40 Recharge. Here are 5 things that will tell you everything you need to know about the new electric car in India. Now, point number 1, of course, has to be design, because the C40 Recharge is, well, all about the design. Now, if you start from the front, you will notice that it looks very similar to the XC40 Recharge, and that's because, well, it is. There are almost no changes when you look at it from the front, be it the bold stance that it has or the blanked out grille, showing everyone around you that you are an eco warrior and you are driving an electric vehicle. Now, the story continues on to the side as well with similar wheels and a similar design. But this is where the change happens at the back, because the C40 brings with itself, well, what a lot of people love, a sloping roofline. And as a result, the rear end design of the car is a little bit more busier than the XC40 Recharge. It's a little bit more sportier and a little bit more bulkier, if I may say so. What's also different are these 2 small scoop-like vents on the top, which act as a spoiler. Now, this is important because this helps with the aerodynamics of the car, something which we will come to in a short while. Now, time for point number 2. Now, point number 2, of course, has to be the interior, because I think this is where the value really shines through and you get that premium experience that you associate with Volvo cars. However, once you take a look here, you realize it's pretty much identical to the XC40 Recharge, and honestly that's not a bad thing, because you still have a dash that feels like it belongs to a segment above. The design is absolutely fantastic. The build quality, I mean, it's a Volvo, it's not something you really need to talk about, but it is top notch. The quality of materials used, everything screams premiumness. Of course, you have this portrait style 9-inch touchscreen infotainment system, which actually runs Google's Android OS. So Google is built in, so you know it is a great experience. There's no skin running on top of it to slow down the experience. It's pure Google experience, how it is supposed to be. Now, of course, you've got support for Apple CarPlay and things like that, but running Android OS, it also gets Google Assistant baked in, and that is a really nice touch. What's next to it is the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, which of course is again similar to the XC40 Recharge, but then again, it's not a bad thing, because this shows every information that you need to know at a glance. Of course, you have this chunky steering wheel, and if you're wondering how this car is to drive, well, we've already driven the C40 Recharge in the lovely Norway under the northern lights. It's a fantastic video already up on our channel, so make sure you check that out to know how the C40 is to drive. Other than that, if you talk about features, well, the C40 Recharge is filled to the brim with it. Now, of course, you've got ADAS related safety features like the lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control, and speaking of features, this car is filled to the brim with it. You've got things like the panoramic sunroof, you've got cooled and heated seats, of course they're electronically adjustable, and you also get a panoramic sunroof and a 360-degree camera to make the C40 easy to park. And of course, we have to talk about range, because that is the big question when it comes to electric cars. This one though does really well, because the claimed range as per Volvo is 530 kilometers as per the WLTP cycle. Now that's thanks to a 78 kilowatt hour battery that can be charged from 10 to 80% in a matter of just 27 minutes, provided you can get your hands on a 150 kilowatt hour charger. Now let's talk about performance. Well, the C40 Recharge borrows the same all-wheel drive dual motor setup from the XC40 Recharge and makes an impressive 402 horsepower and 660 Newton meters of torque, resulting in an impressive 0 to 100 kilometers sprint time of just 4.7 seconds, and it will go all the way to a top speed of 180 kilometers per hour. Now for point number 5 and the final point. As you can see, the Volvo C40 Recharge is a head turner, and almost everyone wants to get a closer look at the car. Now, if you want to bring one such car to your garage, the amount you'll have to pay is, I don't know. because you'll have to wait till August for the price announcement. Today is just the debut, the first showcase in the Indian market for the C40 Recharge. Now for perspective, it will compete against the likes of the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5, so that should give you an idea of how much it's going to cost. But in my opinion, its biggest competitor is going to be its own sibling, the Volvo XC40 Recharge, because it's pretty much the same car, but it should cost less than the C40 Recharge. So there you have it, that was the Volvo C40 Recharge. How did you find the car? How did you find this video? Let us know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, hit the bell notification icon, subscribe to our channel. You know the bits that you're required to do. Show us some love, it makes our day. Thank you very much. I'm Manav Sinha, signing off.